Hello, my name is Mike. I'm with Mike's Tool Fun, and I'm an electrician. Today I'm going to be talking about the Klein Circuit Tracer ET450. I'll go through the kit and I'll discuss its various uses and how it's being used in the field and how it's working for me. That's it, so let's get started. Okay, so here's the Klein ET450 Circuit Tracer kit. It comes with the receiver wand, which has various settings on it for your volume. It also comes with a little light that you can turn on and off. It also has, so I'll just turn it on here, and you can see it has level settings on there. So you can go all the way up to level 8. This is the signal strength. Okay, so if you have a very strong signal, you want to go low, and if you have a very weak signal, you want to set the receiver to high. Okay, and then also you have the little light that's on the end there, which comes in handy, and that's about it for that guy. And then here we got the actual transmitter. So this thing here, it can go connect up to 480 volts. So anywhere from 12 volts up to 480 volts. And then these here are just the different tracing leads that comes with it, your cables. And then you got the little various ends, little connections ends, which I'll go through each one of these. Okay, so this here connects very easy. All you do is you can take out a set of leads, and it's very simple. The one ends just plug into, you just go black to black, red to red. Then these ends here, you can either do the alligator clips. So if you're connecting onto a wire that you're trying to find in a junction box, you collect one to your line wire, and then the other one either to a ground, or if you know the neutral, anything like that will work. You can also do, if you're doing a receptacle, you can do one in on the hot lead side, and then you can do the other one in, say, a neutral. And if you have a broken neutral, you can connect the other end into a different receptacle and jump off the neutral for that. You also have a grounding option. So this here is good to take it to a ground on a different circuit, and then you plug this end into the hot. Or you have the next option is these lovely guys right here, which just goes right into a receptacle and you're trying to trace it out in the panel. This thing here is very easy to use. You have a little indicator. It will tell you if the circuit's energized, and then it will tell you the voltage that it's at, which comes in handy. If it's not energized, you'll just have the little blinking transmitter light here, and it'll just be blinking green to let you know that it is transmitting. And then once you have this in, you just take this lovely wand here, you go to the circuit panel, and if it's energized, I usually set the wand to setting 3, level 3, because if I have it any higher, I'm picking up the entire panel and it's just blaring at me. So on setting 3, if it's energized, I scan the panel. What I always do is I scan the entire panel. So I go through each breaker on one side, on the odd side, and then I do each breaker on the even side, and then I go back and I do a second sweep, and that's when I start narrowing it down. And what will happen is it will start beeping, and there's a percentage number that goes from 0 to 99, which comes up here, and once it hits 99, you pretty much landed on the circuit. If it's not energized, I usually start around 6, level 6. If it's really far away, I'll even jump it as high as 8, which is the maximum. And so far, I've hit it every time I've traced out circuits. What's great about this is it can do up to 480 volts. A lot of times I'm trying to trace out 347 volt circuits or 600 volt circuits. Now obviously this doesn't do up to 600 volts, but you can connect to one side of it, which is 347 in a 3-phase system. And then you just do your lead to one of the 347 lugs, and you put the other lead either to a ground or a neutral somewhere to try and find your trace. That's one thing I really like about this, because I do deal with a lot of 347 volts, and it has helped me out a lot trying to trace the circuits, because the majority of the work I'm doing is in the commercial field in Canada. The 120 volt to 240 volt, I've had to trace out, say, coffee makers receptacles to shut down the circuit. So it'll be like like an L1430R, which is like a twist lock with a neutral 30 amp receptacle. And so what I do with that is I take these leads, these two guys right here, they fit nicely right into the twist lock of the receptacle, and it gives me my 240 volts, which will be indicated on here. I go back to the panel and scan it, and I find it. There's actually, I'll put in a little clip of me doing that. Would I recommend this to other electricians? I 100% think every electrician should have this on their truck. It's not very expensive. I paid somewhere around $250 Canadian for it, for the whole kit. Everything you see here was 250 bucks. And it's come in handy so many times. One of the options too is if you're trying to do test leads and they don't reach, you can just take your regular test leads here and they will just plug into the end. And it's like an extension cord for your test leads. My apprentice actually discovered that for me. And so you can go even further. You can even use your regular meter test leads for this. And there you have it. So, I mean, I absolutely recommend this kit. It's with Klein Tools. It's called the ET450. I picked mine up from Oscan Electrical in Oshawa here, but I'm sure any supplier that carries Klein Tools can get it for you. I absolutely recommend this product. That's it. I got nothing but positive things to say about this thing. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay safe.